Here it is at last, the Helios Tarot forecast for the month, or Tarot Horoscope drawn specifically for your astrological zodiac sign. I'm B.R. Newman, in case you didn't know that already. Check out my website, iamhelios.com, through the link below, and consider everything that I have to offer there. Consider signing up to receive any number of the personal readings that I offer, or consider signing up to take a course. The choice is yours. There's a lot to explore there. Also consider checking out Annie Botticelli's Storyteller forecasts to see the astrological side of everything you're going to see here. It's fascinating, I promise. So, okay, I guess we'll just jump right into it. Okay, Aquarius, here is your 5-card tarot spread. This is a kind of condensed Golden Dawn spread which uses 15 cards, but in this case we have 5, but to the same effect, the same result. In the central theme, we have the Ace of Cups. On the one-dimensional timeline, you have the 6 of Cups. On the other, you have adjustment. In your past section, you have the Priestess, and in your fate, you have the Princess of Cups. So, central theme, Ace of Cups. This is the primordial essence of water. This is associated with Keter on the Tree of Life, Sphirith 1. Matters concerning the emotional body, love, affection, tenderness, psychic ability, empathy, and so on. So this very simply defines the subject matter that this spread is speaking to. So you can gain the specifics that you need by looking to your life, looking into the depths of your own being, and figuring out the areas that are most deeply concerned with matters involving the water suit, as I just described. So, concerning this subject, you have 2-dimensional timelines, or 2 choices that you can make in order to embrace the opportunities that are being presented. It could be said that there are always opportunities being presented, but certainly we don't always take advantage of them. So, hopefully you will, by looking at this simple dichotomy outlined by these 2-dimensional timeline options, the one being the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups, like all 6 in tarot, is associated with Tiferet on the Tree of Life. So this particular center on the Tree of Life is the balancing mechanism to Chesed and Gebura above. It's a powerful spiritualizing balancing force. So this has to do with integration, compassion, acts of service, empathy acted upon. So these are all of the prerequisites to experiencing what you have here in the potential or the ideal manifestation of this Tiferet as manifest through water. Pleasure, harmony, creativity, sensual, and even sexual fulfillment. So service to others is really the prerequisite to experience this. So this is the path upon which you decide to use this potential to prioritize and accentuate the wateriness within you to the benefit of others, either by simply lending a helping hand or an understanding ear. Perhaps even simply speaking the truth about the way you feel about somebody that you've been holding back from. It can be anything, so look to your own life to figure out what that is. So long as you take the time, you take the patience to figure that out and act upon it, then you have this opportunity to experience the best aspects of the 6 of Cups. Okay, and then on the other side you have a very different card. The adjustment card implies that you do not do it yourself, that the universe has to step in and make something happen for you. So this is the path upon which you pass up the opportunities inherent in the 6 of Cups. This is the situation in which you do not be of service to other people, that you do not take the time and make the effort to get in touch with your emotional side, with your caring and compassionate side, and prioritize empathy, thus summoning the will to be of service. So apparently this is being asked of you right now. This Ace of Cups in your central theme is very simply pointing out the fact that this is what you need to be doing. There are perhaps more important matters that you need to be focusing on, and you will actually regret not focusing on them, not because you will pass up an opportunity. I mean, for all you know, when you do pass up the opportunity, you simply do not know what you missed. You simply won't experience the 6 of Cups. But assuming that, you wouldn't be one who would receive this reading to have the foresight, you just simply wouldn't be aware of the opportunity that passed you up. But in the case of the adjustment card, the adjustment actually is what I would like to call the dead mechanism of the universe stepping in and taking over for you, and when it does that, it often does it in a very impersonal manner. So everything we do today has either a positive or negative effect on our future, and every dark thought or deed weighs against us, balanced out, hopefully, by every good deed and loving thought. So apparently now is a time for bringing balance. And if you don't choose to do it yourself, the universe will do it for you, so there is some inevitability here. The inevitability is, of course, outlined by your fate section, and that's a hopeful one considering the nature of your central theme. But first, let's consider the past, that which has inspired all of this, set this into motion. So, this was set in motion by a choice that you did actually make at some point in the past to be compassionate, to prioritize your connection to all life forms, to unify yourself with the collective vision, the collective body, and the collective consciousness. The priestess is the cosmic soup. Her companion, the magus, is the one who wields magic and makes miracles happen. But his source, the source of his magic, is the priestess. So there's this feminine-masculine relationship between the priestess and the magus, the feminine being the receptive, the receptive being tapped into the source of all magic. So in the past, somehow you made a decision to prioritize precisely the subjects we've been talking about here, and you just haven't yet got around to actualizing. The priestess is not an actualizer, so this, of course, implies the need to summon the inner magus to make the miracles happen, and the way to do that is, of course, by making yourself of service to others, thus experiencing the Six of Cups, which would bring about the most pleasant experience implied by the embodiment of the Princess of Cups in your fate. So the Princess of Cups, like all of the 16 court cards in the tarot, correspond to all 16 Myers-Briggs personality profiles. Not everyone is aware of this connection, but the connection is quite obvious when you look at it. So the Princess of Cups is the INFP. And if you're not familiar with Myers-Briggs, this is the introverted, intuitive, feeling perceiver. So this is someone who performs a noble service to aid society. Someone with strict personal values who seeks inner order and peace, somebody very creative and reserved but very idealistic. So this is the point at which this temporary decision to be of service to others gets carried over into a natural state of being. So we can assume that the pleasure and the satisfaction inherent in the Six of Cups would also carry over. So this decision to temporarily embody this for the sake of others, it has to be genuine, of course. You can't do this for the sake of gaining pleasure, but doing it because it needs to happen. You have to bring balance and reconcile perhaps karmic debts. You could word it that way if you'd like to. But ultimately this would be leading to being able to naturally step into a way of just a natural way of connecting with people and righting wrongs, not exclusively the wrongs that you have set into motion, but for the sake of it, for the sake of bettering the world. So this is a very idealistic person that can imagine systems that can, be autonomous systems that make the world better. So this person is very innovative. There's no telling what insights could come into this person's life for the sake of us all. Right? So this is inevitable. You are going here. This is in your fate section, but whether or not you get there by your own or by the impersonal hand of the dead mechanism of the universe through the adjustment card really is up to you in this moment. So long as you take the time to step back and figure out how best you can get in touch with your emotional side, the side of you that prioritizes seeing other people as yourself. So that you can give in the most genuine way possible. So when you feel that you are being of service, or when you are being of service, you feel that there is no distinction between serving others and serving yourself. So that's not selfish in itself. That's understanding the unified field of human consciousness. One singular network of all sentient beings, not just in this world, but in the universe. Connecting yourself to sentience itself, consciousness itself, and severing yourself from any ego-driven illusion of separation inspired, perhaps even narcissistic passing self-indulgences. So for example, seeking personal gratification without the service, like trying to jump straight to the result implied by the Six of Cups, trying to get your pleasure, get your satisfaction, and take what you want. Or even feigning compassion so as to bring about the pleasure that is implied by the Six of Cups. It has to be genuine. So long as you do that, you shall enter the Princess of Cups, and this shall become entirely natural, and this was your initial intention. Somehow you motivated yourself to get in touch with the source of your power in your past section through the Priestess. So this is all you doing it. You may as well continue the tradition and make it your own, rather than relying on the adjustment card to do it for you. So I'll only encourage you to do that with a happy heart, because this is an amazing opportunity, and good job for creating the conditions that may allow this great service to humanity to be realized. And that about wraps us up, so thank you so much for listening to this. Check out my website at the link below, IamHelios.com. Consider everything that I have to offer there. I'm offering readings right now. We can go so much deeper, take this so much further, taking a vast wellspring of resources into account. Of course, astrology and tarot, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, and cutting-edge science. There's so much to consider, and you can take this so far and do so much with it. So I'll leave you to it. Thank you so much.